What's happening with it? This is Slink Johnson, a.k.a. Black Jesus, your Lord and Savior, and you're listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network. How you love that?
You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old heads, young Jesus settle. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. He never hesitate. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear, but still weighing heavy. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fuck with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is illy influenced. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I am your boy. I am your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride and eyes, Miss Dijon Monique.
What's up, world? It's your girl.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lily.
Jam!
Man, okay, so I'm going to get the pleasantries with you guys out, because I got a lot to say today. I got a lot. You know, some days it's like, oh, I don't have anything, whatever, but I got a lot to say. So, Pip, I don't know if we're talking about this, but you know you had this thing, the medical thing. How did that go?
Oh, fine.
Okay.
It was
You
just
look fine.
It was very
You seem
basic.
fine.
It's basic, but I just had to be sedated.
Okay.
Never been sedated before.
Really?
Yeah, when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I
Yeah.
just opted for local anesthesia. Bad
Yeah.
choice. I should have been sedated.
You know, to me, the sedation is probably the more underrated aspect of surgery.
Oh,
Everybody's so worried about the cutting part and the this and the that. That stuff, because I've had a couple of surgeries. You know, as when I was younger, I never had any, but as I gotten older, I've had a couple, and oh my fucking God. the next, I was like, I woke up and I was like, what did I do?
Right.
What did I do?
Wow.
And I didn't even realize that it was the anesthesia why I was feeling so messed up. I was thinking it was just the whole surgery in general, but it wasn't until after I got home and started healing and noticing that the pain, especially with the pain meds, wasn't really all that bad. It was the
effects of
the
the
anesthesia
Wow.
that lasted for days.
That's what happened to me.
Wow.
Now, so I thought maybe because it was my first time. So it was 2 days before I got over it.
Right.
And like I had to take the next day off from work because I was in a fog.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just
Don't feel
could-
like yourself. You feel fucked up.
Yeah. So I
crazy.
just took that whole day off. That was a wash. And then the next day I went to work, but I was like a zombie and I was super emotional.
Oh,
I would
wow.
start crying and stuff.
You know what it is to me? I feel like I think I've never been date rape drugged or whatever, but I feel like that it's similar.
Yeah.
I think
can see
when
that.
you wake up after being under anesthesia, I feel like it's similar to how you wake up after you've been
With a date rape?
Yeah, with Rohypnol. Yeah, I think it's similar.
That's
I have nothing to
crazy.
base that on. That's just what I feel.
That's
what I
I've
think.
never been put under, so I don't know. But now I'm like, oh my God, y'all making me feel some type of way
No,
now.
but here's the thing though about it. So I'm in this procedure room, and there's somebody next to me. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be giving you a little something." They don't tell you when they're gonna give you something. It's like, but he just tell you, "I'm gonna give you a little something." And you're just gonna go to sleep. And then the nurse says, "Turn to your left," and then she puts something in my mouth, and then I wake up and I hear, "Pip, are you all right? Are you all right, Pip?"
Oh my
And
God.
it's like a second later.
What?
And you know what? That whole thing about count backwards.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
They don't do that anymore.
What?
You be waiting for that part.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the surgery's over.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
You be like, what happened to the part where y'all tell me to count?
You know, you watching them nature specials, and you see
Yes.
an elephant, and the elephant just going toot 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 toot, and a dart in the ass, and
Yep.
then like a second, it's like whoa, and
Yep.
then they out,
Damn.
and they
just
wake
like
up
that.
and they're like,
I'm in a cage.
no, or they like right back where they started, and they're like,
Yeah.
what just?
Yeah.
The sun has gone down.
Yep. It is just like that. It's just like that. I remember
Wait a
the last
minute.
time I had surgery, I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I'm like, they not gonna put me out without me knowing I'm about to be out this time, right? I'm looking for it. I'm waiting, and I'm sitting there talking, and I'm waiting for them to do something to let me know I'm about to put a mask over my face or start something. And next thing I know, I'm waking up in the recovery room. Like what? So I think what they do now is they put it in your IV.
That's exactly.
Yeah, they do something. Yeah, they come over to your IV and they put it in there, and you don't even know what they're doing because people mess with your IV so much.
Right.
They put it in your IV, and you sitting there waiting for that TV shit, and next thing you know, it's over.
No mask on the face to count down from 10?
None of that.
No.
None of that. That shit is none of that.
Oh, my God.
TV
Y'all
is
just
so
blew my
long.
mind.
Yeah,
Y'all blew my mind.
Old school.
So that
Wow.
was this week. That was that. It was mostly about the sedation. The procedure was super easy. It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they had to put me out to do this particular procedure. They
Right.
couldn't do
I'm
it
mad at
anyway.
I feel like they tricking you.
I'm glad everything was copacetic.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm happy.
You look
And good results. Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
that's the most
Cool.
important.
Dejan, how about you? What's up?
My week was crazy. Started from last Sunday all the way up until just a couple of days ago. I'm going to start off light and just say Jack got a girlfriend.
Oh,
I've been trying to,
Jack.
Me
Jack's
and-
not fixed?
He's not fixed. He came to me.
God.
I got him not fixed. So
Yeah.
But-
You know what? I'm not gonna
thank
even
you.
say that.
So I'm walking Jack, right? I'm walking Jack, and it was like a dog on the other side of the gate. So Jack was, at the gate looking, wagging his tail. And the lady was like, is he fixed? And I was like, no. And just as I was like, no, Jack done squeezed himself through the gate. Now he's underneath the gate with the dog. And I was apologizing to the lady, like, oh, I'm sorry, trying to pull him back on the leash, but he under the gate. I can't pull him back with that. So I had to let him go and then go around her gate. But she was like, no, it's okay. I'm trying to breed my dog.
What kind of dog was her dog?
Like a little Maltese mix. And Jack's a terrier Maltese mix.
Okay.
And they were the same color and everything. So
That worked out good for you.
it did, but just as
Because you can be sued for that.
for what?
If your dog mates with another dog, and the owner is not
Yeah.
on board
Well-
with that,
well-
like if it's a show dog or a certain pedigree or whatever, they don't want their dogs just mating with any
Yeah.
old random dog.
I wouldn't want my dog hopping on any street rat anyway.
And
I don't know
especially
them.
they responsible for the puppies and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
she
So
gonna
that's
have
a
to-
lot.
she gonna
So
be
you can-
responsible.
you can be sued for that.
Yeah, no. But she was before I could even say anything. She was like, "No, I'm trying to mate my dog and get her. Yeah, I'm trying to get her
She
knocked up."
set this shit up.
She must have set it up. Because let me tell y'all, just a few minutes after, I didn't even know this lady name, her husband, her sister was standing out there, everybody. She had Jack's whole penis in her hand, trying to put it inside of her dog.
Yeah,
it was
set up.
it was crazy. We was out there for like 10 minutes. Jack almost died because he was he didn't know what to do. Poor Jack, he couldn't get it in. He could not. It was a mess. It was a mess.
Jack said #dogs need lube too.
They need lots of lube apparently, because I had the other dog. I was holding the girl dog's leg up. Jack still couldn't get it in. I was like, this is ridiculous. I felt bad for the lady because she was doing the hard part. I wasn't. Jack was looking at me. I'm like, Jack, don't look at me.
So this was a joint project between you and this lady you don't really know?
Yeah, I don't know her. Her name is Monique.
It became that.
Yes, I did. I met her. I got her name afterwards
So
and her
you
phone
and
number.
the dogs and this lady had a group sex.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
So
It didn't work.
He never did.
He never could get it. We tried and tried and tried. And
Poor Jack.
I know we tried until
Jack went home with blue balls.
and I gave him plenty of time until he was going to kill himself. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't move. I had to carry him in the house with his little thing out. I was embarrassed. Everybody, oh my God.
First of all, don't be embarrassed. This is what I do in those situations. I just walk away. I have a cigarette. I try to think about something else.
Yeah.
Then I take some mint and I go back and I do it again.
Yeah, see, I took him back the next day because I'm like, Jack, you know what? We're going to get these puppies. And you're not going to embarrass me like this. This is a shame. So we went back the next day.
With doggy Viagra.
With a pep talk this
And
time.
lube.
Right? We went over there.
Lube from Petco.
Okay, all that. We getting these puppies. So we go over there.
Is there a deal? Like when the puppies are born, are you gonna get half of them or anything
I don't
like that?
want. I don't want them.
You
I just
helping
want
her out.
Yeah, I'm just helping her
and
out.
letting Jack get off.
Exactly.
Okay.
More than anything is for Jack because
right.
I've seen Jack try to mount a cat. So he's backed up.
Yeah.
He's backed up. He can't hump no more. Teddy bears, pillows, this dog bed, other people's dog's bed.
Yeah,
he got to get some.
He couldn't get it in.
He was too excited.
No, they tell you this. Like, well, they told me this. You got to be careful. Like, you can't masterbate too much. Then when it's to get to the real thing, it don't feel right. So
he couldn't get it in. He was all on her back. I was like,
how old is Jack?
He's 5.
Oh, geez. And he's never had any?
No, not that I know. I got him when he was almost 3.
Almost 3.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's...
So he's like a teenager sexually.
Yeah. So I don't know what he's had before me.
Right.
But I know we going to get it popping this week. I'm giving her today off. Today, she going to rest. Yeah. But tomorrow, 11 a.m., we back at they though.
Oh, wow.
We back. We getting these. Jack, we going to... Needless to say, the second time we went, he couldn't get it either. He was too aggressive. He was holding her down. And we had to leave because she was tripping.
You got to teach Jack how to treat women.
I tried. I told him to give her a kiss. He didn't want. He wanted to kiss that cooch. He was like, give me that tutu, ho. That's all he wanted.
I feel like I know way too much about Jack's personal life right now.
Me too. I seen his whole thing. I seen too much of Jack that I don't even want to see.
Oh my
but
goodness.
Yeah,
poor Jack.
But other than that happening, getting Jack some, I just been. Y'all know if y'all listened last week, we had the whole Shar situation. Shar was here. Well, my neighbor came back maybe like a couple days ago and told me that when him and Shar were walking to the store, Shar, I guess the police were riding by, and as soon as the police got to where they were, she dropped down on the floor, threw her hands in the air, and started crying. So I was like, why would she do that? And he was like, I don't know. I just had to keep walking because you know how that look. It just looked bad. And so I was mad at your friend. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And she was just mad at me because I didn't want to buy her no wine. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, she was mad at me because she said I wasn't being a gentleman. I was like, oh, wow. So, yeah. So I'm dealing with that whole Shar situation this week. That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
How's your week, Dino?
Yeah.
Well, since you brought up the Shar thing, I probably should have said this first, but whatever. Okay, so you guys know that last week we had in studio guest, which was Dejan's friend Shar, which I wasn't gonna say her name, and if you didn't hear the show, you just didn't hear it. But since Dejan didn't put it out there, and we did put it out there last week. Anyway, well, first of all, I'm saying there's a new rule at Red Rock. There's no more guests unless they're going to be on air.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why. So okay, to let the studio audience know, you guys heard the little exchange Pip had. Well, you heard Pip's side of it anyway. You heard Pip kind of checking Shar and putting her in place a little bit because she was getting
rowdy.
Yes, rowdy. Rowdy is a good word for it. Well, what you don't know is that she got her feelings hurt and she got up and walked out of the studio after that.
But I will say, before Pip told her, I told her before Pip told her. That's it. Moments before that.
Yeah, and even before you guys got here,
right?
You told her whatever. Right. But I'm just saying because they heard
mine ends
Pip.
up on the mic.
Right.
That was part of the conversation with her.
Right. Exactly.
You do not.
That's why I was addressing that because they heard that half of it.
Oh,
half of it.
Yes.
So she got.
Yes, I love that part of the show. Thank you for keeping that in.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna. Yeah. So, I try to keep it real. Y'all know that. That's what I try to do. So she got up and she got her feelings hurt and she walked out of the studio. So we continued the show, which I don't know, was maybe another 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was. And then afterwards we went upstairs to outside in front of the house to take a couple of pictures for for our show or whatever. I assumed that she left and was sitting in the car or on the porch or something like that. Turns out she was not. She was not in the car. She was not on the porch. We don't know where she was.
Nowhere to be found.
So Dejan
said
she called her several times.
Voicemail full.
Did not get an answer.
Her voicemail was full.
Did not get an answer.
I heard it.
So Pip we all assumed that she went home. So Pip and Dejan left. I came back down here to the studio to finish editing the show like normal. Well, while I was down here, I heard somebody knocking at the door, and immediately I'm like, okay, she must have came back because who else, randomly knocking on my door on a Sunday morning after the show. So I go up top, and sure enough, it's Shar. And so we have an exchange, and I'm like, well, Dejan said she called you several times and didn't get answered. We thought you went home. She's like,